Good afternoon, friends of YouTube. It's the JTL. I am back again, and I'm going to do an update video today of the Sony Gold Wireless. I've been using them since they came out, which I think is 6 months or so, so I'm going to go ahead and update you on how I feel about them and deal with something that I've had a lot of questions about, which is whether or not the mic is the biggest detractor to this headset or if the mic is actually okay. What I've gone ahead and done is gone in-game into a game of Battlefield 4 and just captured some video of the mic. I've done that both in game chat and in party chat, and then I've recorded some straight audio into Logic Pro 10, and that will give you a little bit better idea of what the mic sounds like. Okay, so then we'll come back and talk about that. As for my thoughts about the Sony Gold Wireless, honestly, they still represent to me the best bang for the buck. The sound is excellent still. I haven't found anything that ultimately betters them. And I know that I still plan on trying out the Skull Candy Player 1s. I'd still love to try out the SteelSeries H Wireless. Neither of those are available here in my town in a store. So I'll have to order those online, and up until this point I've been just going ahead and buying stuff that I could buy locally because I figure that's pretty representative of what's available to everybody else in their local town. Now I'm going to branch out. I'm going to look at those in upcoming videos. But I've gone back and I've tried the Astro A50s. I gave them a longer trial period this time. Went to Best Buy, did what I usually do, which is buy it on my Best Buy card, use it until the time runs out, and then take it back. I'm a Best Buy Elite member, so I get 45 days to try stuff out. I used the A50s for about a month, and they sounded great. They were still really good. The one thing I will say about the A50 is that the battery would never charge fully. I would plug them in, and I would let it charge overnight. I would never get a full charge indication from the charge light. And I went online and looked up that sort of problem, and it turns out that that's a pretty regular problem with the A50s. Now, they just got a brand new version of the A50s out along with the A40s. Maybe they fixed that issue, maybe they haven't, but that was a problem for me. It pretty much said right out of the gate that I wasn't going to keep them, even if I discovered that I did in fact love them, although I'd tried them before. I was going to return them anyway, just because of that problem. I didn't want to have to deal with that. So I did return them. I got the A40s and figured I'd give a longer trial for them. These things are such a long period of time. These things have been sort of looked at as the gold standard of gaming headsets. And again, they were great. They were a great headset. Once I got used to dialing in the sound, the problems that I had with tinnitus went away. You don't need to turn these up as loud as you think they are, and they get louder than you realize. That was something that I finally said, hey, you know, these sound great, etc., etc. Ultimately, when I went back and forth between those after using them for a while, and I went back and forth with those and the Sony Gold Wireless, were the A50s better overall? Yes. Better microphone, a little bit more flexibility in how you set things up. The mix amp was great, but were they $150 better than the A4 than the Sony Golds? No, they weren't. And I just couldn't. They didn't blow me away to the point that I said, like, I can't live without this headset. And I know a lot of people feel differently about that, but I just couldn't. So I went ahead and took them back. Used the Gold Wireless again for a while to reset my ears and get used to them again, and then I went back and I tried the Pulse Elites because a lot of people had been emailing me about the Pulse Elites and asking me about the Pulse Elites, so I went ahead and tried them again. My head would still fall asleep on top up here, but I found if I put them back further onto the crown of my head, that problem went away. They were still very heavy. I didn't find that I could use, once I put them on the first-person shooter setting for something like Battlefield 4, or I couldn't even use the rumble, because even with it just like ticked on, the headset would feel like it was going to give me, you know, whiplash or a concussion or something. So I didn't even use the rumble feature, which is part of the reason why those things are supposedly very cool. Did they sound really good? Yeah, they did. Were they comparable to the Gold Wireless? Yes, they were. Were they heavier than the Gold Wireless? Yes, they were. Was the quality a little bit better overall in terms of the materials? Yes, it was. The Gold Wireless aren't as they aren't as nice looking, they aren't as nice feeling in the hand as the Pulse Elites, but on the head the Gold Wireless are more comfortable. The Gold Wireless really seem to be made for use and not display, if that makes any sense, whereas the Pulse Elites maybe were they look nice hanging on a hook on your desk or something like that. So the thing that really ultimately bummed me out about the Pulse Elites was that the battery life was just terrible. I couldn't get more than 4 or 5 hours of battery life out of them. So I ended up taking those back. I tried the new Turtle Beach 500 Stealth 500p, which I have a video up about that experience. They were awful, and I'm going to keep saying it. They were terrible, and I'm sort of ashamed of Turtle Beach for foisting such a cruddy product on an unsuspecting public. I'm getting all kinds of messages from people who said, "Oh, geez, I didn't watch this video before I ordered the Stealth 500Ps, and you're right, they are terrible." I'm also getting a lot of hate, but hey, that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. The point of this channel is really just to tell you guys what my experiences are, based on the experience that I've had and the knowledge base that I've amassed in the years that I've been doing audio-related stuff. And the 500Ps are not very good. I'm gonna try out the 800s when they come out just to see what they're all about. But at the end of the day, I'm not really all that excited about the prospect of the 800s, because the 500s were honestly not as good as the $80 PX22s that I have in terms of just overall quality of build, materials used, and the sound was just awful. I mean, maybe it's comparable to the PX22s in sound, but they cost $50 more than the PX22s. So Turtle Beach, again, I mean, what are you doing to your customers? You can do better than this. I've heard you do better than this. Maybe you had to spend over $200 to get better than this from Turtle Beach, but that's not the way it should be. Anyway, so I'm going to cut here. I'm going to show you guys the different videos from Battlefield 4 and the audio from just straight recording of the Sony Gold Wireless, so you can hear what they sound like in multiple environments, because I don't really feel like that's been represented in the other videos that I've watched about those headphones. And then I'm going to come back, wrap it up, and send you guys off to enjoy the rest of your day.
Okay, so I'm hoping that this is going to take care of some of the questions that I've heard about the microphone on the Sony Gold Wireless. I should be recording audio right now, and this is a test of what it sounds like actually in-game. I'm in game chat here in Battlefield 4, and so I'm recording this, and I'm going to hear what it sounds like. Okay, so here I am, and now I'm in party chat, also in Battlefield 4, and I'm going to see, is there any difference between game chat, which doesn't sound all that great anyway, no matter what you use, and the party chat feature that we have in Battlefield 4. So here I am in party chat, testing 1 2 3, testing 1 2 3. Okay, so now I am recording just straight into Logic Pro 10, getting a little bit of sound so we can hear what this sounds like outside of the context of in-game or anything like that. And so now we'll see. Testing 1 2. The rain in Spain falls mainly on the plain.
Hey everybody, it's the JTL back again, and so there you've heard the audio, you've heard the video, you've heard the audio with the video. So we've heard the microphone in several different venues, and I'm not going to lie, it doesn't sound great. I'm going to be agreeing with the folks who have said that. However, I will say this in the defense of the headset. So I play with that headset all the time. Nobody's complained about the audio from my mic. I play with other people who I know are using that headset, and I have no complaints about the audio from their mics. So in game it seems to be somewhat a different experience. I mean, you've got a lot of people talking, you've got a lot of stuff going on, and the quality of the mic doesn't seem to be as noticeable whenever you're using the mic and the headset in game. So at the end of the day, I'm going to wrap up saying this. The Sony Gold Wireless, for my money, at this point, is still best bang for the buck, for sure, of gaming headsets out there, 6 months or so in. And, you know, it rivals the best out there. I still have a couple of headsets I want to try out. But at 6 months in, I'm still pretty pleased. You know, they haven't crapped out on me. They're going for about 80 bucks now in some places. I've seen them for as low as 70. So if you're looking for a great value for a headset, Sony Gold Wireless, absolutely still a great buy. And you know, until something else comes out that blows it away, you won't see me spending that much more money. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. This has been an update about my experience over several months with the Sony Gold Wireless and other headsets. And I will see you again next time around. This is the JTL, and I am signing out.